Hey, how you doing? Spencer from OG Rawcast. So, I want to start with this. The revolution will not be televised. Off of that, a war that's happening. The revolution, maybe not quite in full swing yet, but a war will be televised. And it's going to be televised at this age with social media and all of the ways we have to view and get stories out and swap information. The war is happening. The war has been happening on black people here. We see things a lot of different ways, but we need to understand that a war is happening. And it's an active campaign to keep us at the bottom. And then when they can't keep us at the bottom, they're constantly feeding propaganda so that everybody else feels like we're at the bottom and we start to even feel like we're at the bottom. We're not at the bottom. We're supposed to be at the bottom in the system that they have built. But what's happening is we're winning. Anytime something happens, they come to us. Anything goes wrong, any country's people, any cultural group, something goes wrong. Well, where are the blacks? How come the blacks aren't helping us? Do you notice everybody says that? They don't write it in text, but they're all like, well, the black people didn't come out. That's because they want us out there. They know our fight game is at 10. Our endurance is at 10. Our being able to see things and navigate messed up places. If you're black American, you know if you go somewhere and you see a room full of people and you see one dude over on the side got a little bit off of a look, you know that right away. As soon as you walk in, you see it. Everybody doesn't get that. That's how spree shooters succeed. They don't pay attention. They don't see things that we see. So everybody's coming to us when we don't back them up. What we need to do is delineate. We need to recognize our power, recognize our culture, recognize our skills, and separate from even the people that look like us. Until there's people that look like us as groups who move to align with us and work with us and help us in the mission to get some control here. Until that happens, we got to say, hey, you're on your own. Now, I'd love to see you succeed. I like to see everybody succeed. But not at the cost of me failing. I'm not going to watch you go up and then not try to pull me. I'm not going to watch you use this springboard that we set to spring up and you do succeed. Some people fall off. If you spring up and you do not look back and thank those people that helped you along the way, who made you feel comfortable in the neighborhood, who invited you over for food in their house, who gave you rides to practice or to school or to class so that you can get where you're going, and you're not trying to help those people, then you're cut. I think that's the basis of the whole delineation movement. We're tired of the bullshit. We're tired of people acting like we don't exist. We're just the smallest element of thugs. Like, there's a whole population of us here who've never done anything like that, who've never done the bad stuff that you see in videos online, but yet you classify us all the same. So I'm going to give that same energy back. That's where I've stood for a long time, and I'm putting it on air now. But I can like everybody individually. I just, as a group, I don't like any group because I don't trust you. That's all it is. It's not a dislike. It's a distrust. I don't think you got my best interest at heart. So for that, I wish you luck, but I will not help you up there. And that's what I mean by delineating. In order to win this war and stand on this delineation, we have to have an economic base, an economic floor. So it's simple. Every group of people has a floor. They have a flag they wave when they do stuff good here, and then they have a floor, an economic floor they can go to. And if they don't like it, they can go home. We are home. There's nowhere to go. So I may as well love that flag and start to make it represent more of what I think and black people represent, because I think we're the ones who built this place. So to get the economic floor, it's very simple. You live in the hood. Even if you don't live in the hood, you live in the city somewhere, you live in a suburb, put your money in somebody's black hand. That's it. That's how this starts. Let it trade hands through black people before it leaves the community. At that point, I can call it a community. If I pull up to your job, I'm a contractor. If I pull up in the 2011 Dodge Ram, and then somebody white pulls up, or somebody from another place, don't have to be white, but they pull up with ladder trucks, ladder racks, same tools I got, less knowledge than I got, but you don't know that. And you go with them because you're just more comfortable with them. It feels better. We have to get past that. That's it. Spend your money with black people and let it take a little longer to get your dinner when you go out at night. Whatever it is, let it miss a couple things. Maybe a black supermarket, something is in there you don't love. Deal with that, man. Put the money in black hands. That's the whole secret. Once we do that, then we start to have an economic base, and you'll see that extrapolate out into politics and all kind of things, and then real things will start to happen. But keep in mind, keep your money to yourself. I know you get paid and you want to get the Louis Vuitton, you want to get the Burberry bag, you want to get the Gucci shoes, you want to get the Lambo car. None of those things are black owned and might not even really care what black people think. But we're so fast to go spend our money on that. Now, I know we don't all, and that's a little bit of stereotypical shit, but it's kind of important to mention anyway. But until we get our economics together and establish a floor in our community and get back to the point, even if we have to go through segregation, not like we remember it, but separation, better for me, where we have our own hospitals, our own doctors in them, our own supermarkets, our own farmers to supply it, our own schools, our own teachers from our communities, to teach what really happened, not just what we learn in school, because none of that's helpful right now. People can't read right now. People can't even read right now. That's bad. They don't even know cursive right now. So anyway, we need to establish our building blocks. And all of that happens for money. We have billionaires that are black. I don't know what they're doing with their money. It's their money. I don't pocket watch, but I know we don't have a lot of stuff that we have the money to attain. And once we do that and get that straight, we're going to be on the path to revolution. We're going to up this war ante, and it's going to be more of a revolution. And then we'll see big things change. So I'm going to hope for that. I appreciate you sticking around. I had to say that. And I'm probably going to have a lot more on this. I will have a lot more on this. It's a tough subject. It's a deep subject to me. But I wanted to put an umbrella on it right now. And then I'll come back and put the spinners in later. Peace.